Previously on Follow the Leader.
Today we're playing This Night on the Rooftops by C.M. Rubsat. For those of you who are new to the game, here are the basics. This is a game about gazing out over the smokestacks after dark, with the wind in your hair and 1,000 lights of progress on the streets below. This is a game about a friend at your side as you teeter along the edges of the Great Bridge, browsing the enchanter stalls that litter the cobble. This is a game about casting spells given by the elder demons to evade the city guard in case they send you to work in a factory, making you into little more than fuel for the ever-burning industry of metal that seeks to drive all magic from the world. This is a game about making friends with alleyways and pilfering pies from windows and toppling the works of those whose greedy hands stain all that they touch. This is a game about industry, magic, children, and revolution. The city waits for no one, but with a bit of trickery and a bit of luck, maybe it'll carve out a little bit of itself where you can be happy.
Sure. I am playing a gutter witch. It's hard to learn proper magic on the streets. Most go to an academy or become apprentices. You dropped out because of a lack of money or privilege, but you're coming to learn the drains have their own secrets. Her look is too wide hat and seeing eye toad, by which I mean she has a little bit difficult seeing, but I love her toad. Her toad's name is Dirt. His name is Dirt.
Beautiful.
And her name is Salmon, and she found it in a book.
I am playing the Tinker Talk. You have a job, kinda. If you show up to the factory, you get some pocket change, but more important is the chance to get some materials to build your own talks, little machines and projects that are equal parts art and engineering. My name is Click Flywheel. I'm a Tinker Talk. I have a heated overcoat, which is very useful if I ever go outside the walls, and an armored glove, which is very useful for handling hot things, of which there are many inside the walls. I desire stuff like a decent paycheck, or to show off my skills to an audience, or to build presence for someone else. I have a dependent, someone I'm taking care of, which is a small, fluffy, I think it's a dog.
I am playing the Soot Scrambler. You're a little demon, a student of smoke and brick and flame. You're not used to people like this, places where not everyone is out to get you, but you're getting help to adjust. This little guy, gender neutral's name is Ember, goes by they, them pronouns. Their look is wrong eyes and precious horns. I took precious to be cute, but also they could be made out of a precious material. Who can say?
Who could say?
Desires include lurking, have someone call you handsome, find a new family. But right now, my big thing is I want to mess up a place that is normally full of luxury. And my specific playbook question is to do with touch. And my favorite thing to touch is the roughest brickwork. Thankfully, this city has a lot to offer. Ember is patting down pockets to see if they have anything that might be worth trading.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out like a little spool of copper wire. Don't ask where they pulled it from. Someone's missing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little spool of copper.
Ooh, now that's interesting. I think I could do some very interesting things with that. Would you be willing to part with it for such a paltry sculpture?
I nod, slightly overcome by the fact that this was enough to get the bird, which is the coolest thing I've possibly seen ever.
Mm-hmm. And then he reaches out with his long fingers and he takes it. And he does this like he straightens it in like this one long motion. And until it's like just a long stick of copper. This is good quality. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, this guy this guy can keep hanging out unless something else happens.
That's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
good.
A generous merchant is one of the faces of the markets. Look, we got criminally profiled, and then we met a nice weird old man. I feel like this is a good trip to the market.
We now return to your game already in progress.
Well, I think he looks at all of the kids and he says, "Now, could you do me a favor, three of you? Well, four. Sorry. Um,
5. I point at dirt on my
Pull
shoulder.
the frog out.
Yeah.
mm, 5. Wow, what a full-on party you have here.
A regular
There
entourage.
is regular entourage. Yes, I could use from time to time. I am an old man. My bones, at least my leg bones, are not what they used to be. I could certainly use help. I do a lot of bespoke work for people. I could certainly use help delivering them from time to time.
I look at the others.
We could do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well then, I look forward to my name is Balsa Pete.
Incredible.
I don't have anything for you today, but if you could come by one of these days, I'm sure I can have one.
Well, thank you, Mr. Balsa, sir. We will do that. Give him a little salute. Look at the others and go. See, I was right. He knew about the outside world. Let's go.
I pocket my little bird sculpture.
And we skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
I think it's a battle to get out of the market at this point because of how crowded it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the leashes definitely start to cause problems.
Oh, 100%.
So we have to like smush up really close to each other just so we don't get like somebody stuck between us, tripping
Yeah.
over.
Mm-hmm.
Tripping over
Oh,
our little
you're
leaf.
freaking
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Right.
Okay, Sam.
My turn. I want to take you guys down to the canals.
All right. The canals or the sewers?
The canals, not the sewers.
Okay.
We could go to the sewers if you want to go to the sewers, but I was going to go down to the canals.
No, canals are good.
All right. So, I am pulling y'all along down from the market over to not quite an alley, but like where the canals run through the market and run out of the market.
Mm.
And I'm like, I know a shortcut. Come on. And as we continue moving, we're ending up. I feel like maybe it's sort of an in-between of like the sewers and the canals, like where the canals start to enter the sewers,
Mm-hmm.
like in the overflow spots.
Yeah.
Or maybe like the areas where the canals like dip underground briefly and then come back out.
Well,
Maybe
they do
that's
go
what-
under the houses.
They do go under the houses. So yeah. I'll like motion to you guys and be like, this way, and pull you under into this little like bridge, like houses bridge thing. And under there is one of those big stagnant pools I was talking about. And I'm gonna point and say, look! This is where the frogs come from. And there's just more tadpoles than you've ever seen in your life. I'm gonna stick a hand into the tadpoles and hold out a wiggling handful to my friends.
Oh.
I hate this.
They're frogs! Or they will be.
Put it back.
You see, Trash Can is on one side of the pool and is opening his mouth to like start skimming.
Yes, absolutely. King, let this creature eat.
I'm gonna let him eat some of the tadpoles because there's a lot.
That's why they have so many.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sort of nodding and going, yup. Go ahead and eat your fill, Trash Can. This is the bottom of the food chain here. Once they get out of here...
I start looking for a chain.
There are chains here. Just like hanging down from under the houses. See? There's a chain. And that one's the bottom. No, but all the other stuff eats these guys. Just like Trash Can is.
Please say Trash Can like burps. Or something.
Mhm.
Just like, you know how Kermit the Frog's mouth sort of crumples in? I love the notion of Trash Can's like collapsing in a little bit before letting out a burp. Like it's building up.
Like he's, yeah, like that,
Mhm.
like the like folded Kermit face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love our weird little Muppet
Mhm.
guy.
Yeah, it was either that or like he like absorbs a huge amount of tadpole
bigger.
filled water and then like squishes out like all the water and leaves all the tadpoles.
Yeah, like a little stream of water, like
Yeah.
like a little water feature.
I love this. Anyway.
MVP of the recording. Trash Can the shrug. We don't know.
I like to imagine that after we finished eating that fish the other day too, we gave him the bones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume the name Trash Can had to come from something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I have shown you my favorite place by the canals, which means that I get a token.
Hey.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So when these guys get out of the puddle, when they get big enough to get legs, like that one points to one that has little back legs. Then they get into the rest of the canals, and then all the other stuff starts eating them.
What a virtuous cycle.
And then we eat the other stuff. Circle of life. I am going to speak to Johnny Frog, the aquatic animal. This is a chill move that I have.
I do want to say that the canals has the King of Frogs as one of the faces available.
Oh my god.
to-
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yes.
Okay, no, right. So you start. Okay, Johnny the Frog was you say his name was
Johnny Frog,
Johnny
the
Frog,
king of frogs.
King of Frogs.
I sort of, yes, it's just a huge fucking guy. I want to say
Yeah, this is what about it's like the
bigger than Trash Can.
I was thinking like the big toad in Pan's Labyrinth, like a big frog.
Yeah, big frog.
And just
Let's
sort
say
of
that it.
what?
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Go
Let's
on.
say that it sort of. Yeah, I think what you were gonna say was just wobbles out of the water slightly downstream, wanders up onto the side of the stream. This is just making me want to go down to the creek near my house.
Very on brand of you, my dear.
Truly. So yeah, this fucking massive frog just, like, pulls itself onto the banks of the canal nearby, and Salmon goes, "Ah! Look, guys!" That's the king of frogs. And she gives him a little bow and goes, "I'm honored by your presence, sir." Does the frog speak back? Thank you. Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for.
Oh wait, you can understand aquatic animals, right?
I can talk to aquatic animals.
Okay.
I don't
Perfect.
know if that means I can understand them.
Perfect.
It really depends on interpretation. But I want to say...
I think it holds out like a webbed hand, just like, please.
I give it a little kiss. I kiss its webbed hand. Big frog.
Ember is visibly disgusted.
I do immediately wipe the slime off my mouth, though.
Good lord.
It's the king of frogs.
This guy's big.
Yeah, he's the king.
Ugh.
I think this giant frog is just like staring at Click now.
What's up?
He says he's very insulted by your disrespect.
Yeah, well, what have you done for me lately?
Salmon looks really offended.
Am I supposed to be nice to you just because you're a king? We don't have kings. I'm not a frog. You're just a guy.
Salmon seems to consider this, and then goes, "You're still being rude."
You just showed up. I was here with my friends.
I love the notion that Johnny Frog, King of Frogs, who can't understand humans but can understand salmon, had not assumed there was any disrespect, but has understood salmon saying "you're being rude," and it's just sort of like making it its way over, like lumbering up onto like the bank here.
Trash can is like goes to the side of the pool where he's lumbering towards and just opens his mouth.
You've got to respect the ambition there of a
Truly.
football-sized creature trying to eat something the size of a fucking small, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think how big in terms of like a bathtub.
Volkswagen.
Like, yeah, I was maybe not quite but like a hot tub sized big frog. It's just, and I think
It's a big fucking frog. Jesus.
yeah, but it looks at this tiny creature. And definitely looks like it's going to consider... I think it opens its mouth back, and it is, like, obviously a huge gullet, and then the dewlap, like, swells up and...
Trash can's mouth just opens bigger. Not like big enough, but like definitely like just like the thing where like you can see like
Like it opens like further back.
Unhinged,
Yeah,
fully
like,
unhinged jaw.
yeah.
Yeah. A full 180 degrees.
I feel like the Frog King just, like, eyes swivel a little bit, and is like, I don't think I want to fuck with something that is that ready to possibly die to eat me. Like, that's going to be more hassle than it's worth. But sort of, like, wades back down and then starts scooping remaining tadpoles away from that side of the pond, like he's shepherding this massive goop away from Trash Can and the humans.
Incredible.
Salmon just nods and goes, "Yeah, that's understandable."
I think Click just kind of nods and is like, "Yeah, good boy, Trash Can."
I think the frog lets out another, like, ribbit croak groan, and it really, like, echoes off the roof of this little cavern, and it's supremely loud, and, like, it's enough to, like, set the chains that are hanging down jangling, and sets the water rippling. Like, Johnny Frog may have stepped back. That's because he's the bigger man in all respects. But it's just like, I'm the king. You fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
And I feel like with that, we're gonna skitter off. Like, that was a threat. We better get out of here.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I was gonna do something to like apologize, and then I noticed that one of my growth moves is tell off an authority figure.
Yes. Perfect.
Excellent. You tell that fucking frog as we run.
You ain't my king.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no monarchy.
I love that.
Beautiful. Zach, do you want to choose another or lead another scene?
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll lead one more and we'll see where we're at time-wise, because that might be a good sort of time to wrap up.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think maybe do you think we continue to work for Balsa Pete?
Oh yeah. We need money.
We do need money. So then maybe we can do a shopping trip. We've been making a little bit of pocket cash.
Mm-hmm.
It seems, Balsa Pete is more than happy to like just give a little bit of cash here and there. He's a very weird old man. He's not from around here, and he doesn't seem to like. A lot of people don't seem to like him.
Mm-hmm.
Because of how like kind of whimsical he is. People like kind of maybe like whisper that maybe he's like secretly a fairy here to do stuff like to subvert the city, or at least he's just not in the standard way of the world.
Yeah.
Man,
I've got to give a shout out to the shop names given in the playbook. We got the Bridgeton Markets, the Witchery Stalls, Pigeon Place, Weaver Street, Highport, and the Dark Row. And while shopping, we've got access to the following moves. In terms of growth moves, we've got let something expensive and useless go, and declare that you're out of money. There's the chill move of buying something small, and the desperate move of get something big and not very fun. It's suggesting a new place to stay, enough food for a while, or something that helps you survive.
Yeah. So is this the same? Is this the same markets, or is there like a better, not better, but like fancier market further uptown?
Oh, what one that maybe people from the Nail go to? Are we playing at being fancy?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
How? Oh, by the way, you're showing people your favorite place? Was that your desire?
Yes. Oh, it means I get to pick a new desire.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's not the big market, not like the honeycomb or whatever they call it. Ember is relieved because they assume that they will not be demeaned by having a leash put on them in the fancy marketplace because it is not as crowded.
Okay. Do we have a plan? We have money. What are we getting? Do we have something that we're supposed to get? Or are we just getting whatever?
I mean, we can always use more food, though I could always catch us something. You guys don't always want to eat it.
Yeah.
I want something fancy for my outfit, but that's just a me thing.
Why?
Because I want to look fancy.
Why?
Because fancy is fun. And maybe it'll make me more magical. Maybe...
But does her head tilt to the side like, okay, maybe that is true.
Look, you always see the wizards and all of the people who are the good at magic, and they're always real fancy looking. So I bet being fancy helps. It's worth a try.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about magic or being fancy to argue. Always sunny meme. I think Ember is maybe on the lookout for like their place, like that we all share, just like something to make it a little bit more watertight.
Sure.
Like, so either something that can do that job or some sort of fabric that we can, like an indoor top that we can like pin up in the structure that we use or something like that. What about you, Click? What are you gonna get?
Some springs, I think, and some better gears. I haven't made anything in a little bit. I'm so busy doing deliveries. I was thinking I could build like some kind of something we could ride around the city to get around faster.
You could hop on the rails.
Mm-hmm.
You could make something that rides on the rails.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Or you could make a boat.
No.
Get around on the canals. You're not
No.
going to make a boat, huh? Yeah, no, okay, I didn't think so. It was worth a shot. Off we go into the wild blue yonder of the market.
Do we split up in this place? As it is a less crowded place, we can keep each other in, like, the rule is don't go too far from each other. But, yeah.
I don't know.
Looking at moves, looking at personal moves, looking at market moves, looking at specifically going shopping moves.
Yeah.
Everyone has to make a move in the scene. I don't think it has to be one of the shopping trip moves, but it makes sense that it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I'm looking at the moves as well.
I just want to cause drama is the thing.
Yeah.
I just like the notion of Ember trying or having maybe even bought something, and I think is looking for something practical. So I think it is just the buy something small. Has paid for, and I think what it is like it's a couple of they couldn't get like a tarp or something, and I don't think tents are massively a thing, but has bought like a few, like 3 or 4 like oil slickers, like coats, that we can like cut up and then use. But they're in different colors, so we can make like streamers also out of it. And I got my little bundle all wrapped up. And I'm looking for you two, and I bump into somebody, and I just leave a smear of soot down the front of somebody's very nice, lightly colored outfit.
Oh no.
And just like, and look up. And who is this? One of you guys who have I just run into?
Definitely somebody wealthy.
Well, yes. That's
not very nice.
Mm-hmm. And Ember doesn't like full, but it's like takes a couple of steps back. It's just like, I'm so sorry, and is going to try and run away. I don't think it goes well.
Yeah, I think the guards very quickly. I feel like the guards are probably more plentiful in this market.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Yeah. How quickly do we notice that Ember has committed this faux pas?
That I leave up to you two, because I have a desperate move I can use.
I also do. Which is like I think Click kind of notices probably first, or oh fuck, and is gonna, like, are guards coming? Did you say, Sam?
Yeah, I feel like
Or like how is this person reacting?
Yeah, I feel like this this rich bitch.
It's a Karen. Very good.
Yeah, well, yeah, basically. I was trying to be like, does one of my rich bitch characters pop in as a fun little,
I imagine maybe this woman, and it's not like wearing white, it's definitely just like light enough colors and being rich enough that you can wear light colors in this city and afford to get them washed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But has like grabbed hold of maybe Ember's ear or like the edge of their cowl, and it's like fallen back, so like the horns are visible. And maybe I think she's just shrieking, like, you are gonna pay to have this dress cleaned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, you'll pay for this. This is unacceptable. I'll take that out of your hide, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think Click kind of just goes, "Oh fuck." Comes running up and says, "Hi, so this is dirty. Okay. Yes, we can take care of this. We can." And then he's going to reach into his pockets, and pull out a smoke bomb.
Captain, my captain.
Oh boy, I love that.
And he says, "I know exactly how to fix it. Just make it all the same color." And throws the smoke bomb and just starts running through the market stall with Ember over his shoulder.
And I think Salmon is brought to attention from the stall of books that she was looking at, and goes, "Oh shit!" And she starts running after them, but a solid 5 stalls behind them. So very much dodging guards to. I'm gonna use one of my desperate moves actually, because I have a token to spend.
Nice.
I'm gonna turn myself into an animal.
Oh, nice.
What
So
did you turn yourself into?
I'm gonna turn myself into a cat, because cats are fast and good at hiding.
Nice.
That's true.
And the question that this desperate move asks of me is, how does this feel like an escape? It's an incredibly joyful experience to run and hide as a little creature, I say as I look at my fucking cat curled up on top of my computer, the warm box.
Very good. I think as we're running, I will spend one of my tokens to do a desperate move as well. Team effort. And as we're running, because I'm scared for myself, but I'm more scared I'm as scared for Click and for Salmon. And as we're running, smoke, what you think is smoke at first, but it's actually darkness itself, starts they open their mouth and smoke just pours out and wraps around them as they run, covering them from the guards that are chasing. It gives us a moment to get out of the market and dart into the alleys as we're running. And I think Click, you can hear Ember saying just sorry over and over again.
I think Click's gonna be like, hey, collision's a two-way street, buddy. She wasn't paying attention either. So it's only half your fault. And also, fuck her.
Ooh, pulling out the truly naughty words.
Yeah, well, I'm 16.
Yeah.
I'm allowed.
That's fair.
I like how I know that Zach is playing a team because occasionally a little bit of Boston sneaks in, and it always makes me smile.
Boston Bobby.
Boston Bobby back.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're able to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between all of us and our skills.
We are certainly not welcome back.
No. Guess we'll have to go spend our money at our usual market.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even get a fun trinket for my outfit. I was too distracted.
I think like I forgot to mention at the time, or like when that all started going down, Click was at a map seller.
Ooh.
Looking at like a map of like the lands.
The known world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And my turn to choose a scene. And I think looking at the time, we can maybe make this our last one, just take as much time with it as we like.
Okay.
If you guys are down with that.
I am so down with that.
Then let us return to the coming chill. Well, maybe it's a day or two later. We've got the new indoor tent like pinned up inside our little shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you reckon we live? Think we live in the sewers? Up in the alleyways?
I think
I was gonna say like in an attic, like an abandoned loft.
I think
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got this new color in the space, but how do we prepare for the cold? As per the book, anyone can respond with any degree of whimsy or realism that they desire. Everyone feels differently about winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like a cold front coming in, and it's like, how do you think that? Because like our whole city is built around keeping us warm.
Yeah.
Is it? But it's like, is it getting in through the cracks?
Maybe there is a problem with some of the braziers as well, and it's just a bad timing, like a cold front. Because every so often, because the braziers are going all the time, maybe there's like a coal shortage or something, so they can't have as many braziers going, or they have to like stagger when they're on, like a rolling blackout.
Like a rolling blackout.
And they rotate around the city which braziers get to stay on and which ones are intermittent. So, and it's that understanding, like, look, the city as a whole is what's important. But if that's going on and then a cold front, an extra cold front, just remembering a few years ago now, we got hit in the UK, and this was in like April. This happened, so spring. It was the beast from the east, and this really potent cold front moved over the UK from like Siberia, and it was so much snow.
Yeah, because like I remember being in the UK and getting like half an inch of snow, and everything shut down.
Yeah, no. But I think there's this understanding that because we've got this braziers business happening, and then another one of these storms, not as big as the one we watched, but there is something moving in, and maybe it's even come out like the government officials and the cops are just like, okay, this is happening. You need to prepare.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are stronger together, but that doesn't mean people don't pull their weight individually. We expect every citizen to do their part to save coal. You know, like how they're doing now about, like, don't run your AC higher than this, but we're going to keep all the AI stuff going, and Times Square is still going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. That.
Yep.
Exactly that vibe.
Yeah.
Topical.
Oh, of course the nail, they don't get blackouts. Their braziers are always up.
Yeah. Obviously. Well, if you give your life for the gospel, of course, the least we can do is keep your family safe and warm.
Mm-hmm.
I think Click's working really hard on he puts his heated overcoat on Ember
Mm-hmm.
and is working really hard at like insulating their area
Mm-hmm.
and like heating it. Like, well, if they're not going to heat it for us, then I'll just heat it myself. And I'll figure out a way to do it. And he's like, that's what he's like focused on.
Mm-hmm.
Really, he's like constantly building new things, like testing out new fuel sources,
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out how to keep Ember like, well, because Ember's our little demon and probably needs the heat more than we all need the heat, but Ember's like made of it.
Yeah. I think it's also this thing, like, if we can find fuel and a safe way to do it, Ember can set stuff on fire.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about having a way to just not burn through constant fuel, because that's what the shortage is. So it's like getting alternative ways for us to like use what we have. If we can like try and siphon off any steam. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think like during this winter, I think like Boss Pete, I mean, he's got a big store thing of wood, but people aren't really caring too much about wood that's been carved nicely. They just need something to burn.
Mm-hmm.
He loses a lot of his stock. It's kind of like pressure to give it up.
Yeah.
For the good of the people.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I think one of the things we see Ember doing as this cold front moves in, and the camera or the comic panel, you can see like their eyes glowing in the dark and their breath misting in front of them as they're like prying up wooden tiles and pieces of shutters, like anything that they'll be able to burn. Getting as close as they dare to the nail, where they still have stuff like that, and is like going into trash, like going dumpster diving, because I think a city like, you got to incinerate your garbage, right? Like where else? It's not like they can go out and put it. So
well, it goes in the furnace probably.
Exactly. Like people have their own, but it's sort of like trying to find stuff before it goes down to the big furnace under the city. Like that's where maybe everyone's trash goes. It all feeds the communal furnace. And being that Ember doesn't burn, like climbing down into like the guts of the city and just like taking stuff out of the effectively like the trash chutes. And then smuggling it back up to their little like to our little attic just to try it so we have stuff to burn.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Salmon is collecting fish and driftwood. So like she's collecting as much driftwood as she can find that like, you know, washes down from the like few trees that we have in the city, and then is catching food to keep us like warm by like cooking it. She's catching a bunch of fish, and also whatever garbage she happens to find that could be burned.
I think what's his name? Click is like maybe urging you to like helping you figure out how to smoke it and like preserve it better.
Good shit.
Like if we can catch a lot, we can make it last. We need to be able to make it last.
Yeah.
And I think there's a morning, I'm looking at the list of the following when it happens. And we wake up one morning and it's not just that frost has tinted the outside of the window. It's cold enough that the frost is on the inside of the window.
And I think we're all
and it's
huddled,
it's hard
sleeping in a
to
puddle.
wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like around the little heater that we've got. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And I think Click, like as it gets more and more cold, and like I think Click, but like it does break eventually. The cold front. It
Yeah.
doesn't. This isn't the new
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
The longest night
It's
goes
not
by.
like a new gear.
Yeah. The world, the world, so like after that cold front breaks and like things start to go back to normal. I think Click. You all wake up, and I think Click is like packing,
Packing?
and he says, "This was bad, and they proved that when it gets bad, they're not going to care about us. They're not going to pay attention to what happens to us. So we gotta figure out something else. We gotta go. We gotta find something that will stop this, or that a place that won't be like this."
But the city is the only thing that keeps us warm. Out there, it's always like this.
We kept ourselves warm. We can do it out there too. We just need insulated tents and furnace, and we don't have furnaces, but there's campfires. There's trees out there. I don't believe them.
Believe what?
I don't believe that this is the only way it can be done. This can't be the only way it can be done. So why aren't other people doing it?
Well, they are doing it, right?
Then why aren't we? Pete says that there's people all over. Even if he hasn't been there in a long time, there were things past the blizzard wall. And there's even people out there, the fairies and burrows and...
But those are dangerous! And they don't like us because of who we are.
I mean, that's not any different to how it is here for some of us.
I mean...
I don't even know if that's true. You just believe it because that's what they told us.
Do you think people would really do that? Just get up on stage and lie like that? Sorry.
Christ.
Yeah, Click says,
Ember is like sat like cross-legged, like blanket like pulled up over their knees. Like, one of the elder demons told me they weren't born here. And they told me that they came when a different place burned. And that there were people who were made to leave everything behind and come here. That's how they came here. And like Ember looks like they're struggling to remember. But they said there was somebody that it wasn't all bad people. And there are people that aren't human people that are helpful and kind. And that they saw some people being shown a different way.
I hear there's a mountain.
Mountain?
Okay.
And under the mountain it doesn't get cold.
Not at all.
Well, you got enough stone between yourself and the wind. The wind can't come in.
I guess.
And it's like and it's so insulated. Whatever heat you bring in stays.
Wow.
That sounds nice.
Well, and if maybe if demons can be made in other places, that means I don't have to stay. Maybe I can be outside of Hearth then. If we don't all come from here.
Yeah.
That means
You can.
yeah.
I'll have to leave the canals behind. I guess it means I'll get to see Wild River. Okay, I'm in.
There's a lot out there that we don't know. By myself, I feel like I got a pretty good shot. Carrying you two?
So you don't want us to come with you?
I didn't say that.
So you do want us to come with you?
Wow. I want you guys to be safe. And I guess that isn't here anymore.
We keep us safe.
Or maybe it's with me.
We keep each other safe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said, trash can.
The trash can eats the fire. And like a little plume of like flame comes up on the top of its head like a candle.
Huh.
That's new.
I hope that's healthy for him.
Yeah, I also gotta find out what the hell trash can is.
Head up at the burrow, just like, what is this? What is our dog?
What is our dog? Please tell us what our dog is. I hope he gets like 3 times the size of a football by the time we get to the burrow.
It's like a
Let it-
goldfish.
Yeah.
The bigger the pond, the bigger he'll get.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, all right. Then I guess if you're up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Why? Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
And once more, a endless winter adventure story ends with a group of 3 people going off into the unknown.
Truly.
Into the
What-
unknown.
What could be more endless winter than that?
Mm-hmm.
Time is a
I
circle.
have been thinking about how Click might be made in
Fabio Ultima.
Fabula Ultima. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Crossover we didn't know we needed.
I love it.
All right.
All right. Yes.
Good
let's-
one. Yo, we did a thing.
We did a thing.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been The Night on the Rooftops by CM Rubsat. You can pick up a copy over on their itch, anxiousmimicrpgs.itch.io. This was
I'm
a
assuming
treat.
we'll also be linking it in the show notes.
I assume we always do.
I'm pretty
think
sure I was about
that's
to say,
the
as
case,
always.
as always.
Mhm.
But I like to say it out loud.
hmm
Playing with me today has been Sam.
Hello, I've been Sam. Still, you can find me on Tumblr, and that's about it. I have an email. That's, yeah. Hopefully we all do. I don't know where I'm going anymore. And Zach!
I've been, and we've been joined by Zach. Yeah.
I've been here as well. I'm Zach. You can find me on Twitter at Office of God, on Blue Sky at Zachary Olsen, ZacharyOlsenPresents.com. I'm in stuff. I'm in books and shit.
Yeah, he is.
I'm actually going to be part of a story that I wrote is going to be part of a major intellectual property in 2025. I don't know what I'm allowed to say about that beyond the fact that there is a major intellectual property that will have my name on it forever.
Wow! That's cool as hell. Congratulations.
And I've been Jade. On the internet, most places at J.Rose. Please check out Sagas of the Sunless Reach. I believe by the time this is airing, Hydra Delta Blues might be hitting airways, and if not, check out Golden Autumn and the Riddle of Rule for some quality Pathfinder 2E actual play shenanigans, GM'd by our darling Zachary, featuring myself and Corey, formerly of the podcast Mab, and our good friend Bitmap.
Mm-hmm.
But until next time, my friends, keep your friends close. Keep winter at bay as best you can while enjoying its highlights, and look after each other. We're going to do a clap.